Navigating through the holidays could be tough. I mean, let's face it, there's a lot of temptation out there. I'm somebody that is just obsessed with dessert, right? We'll just say it like that. I love donuts, I love cheesecake, I love pumpkin pie, and let's face it also, Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday, simply because of all the food and all the family and just quality time together. I absolutely love it. But you know what I don't like? I don't like storing unnecessary body fat, where it's like, hey, I'm starting to lose my abs or starting to lose, definition in my arms or something like that because I'm overindulging on all these sweets and delicious foods. So a few years ago, I actually started following through this protocol. And honestly, this protocol has changed my life when it comes to staying lean all year round, without dieting, without cutting out any of your favorite foods. So if you still want to drink alcohol, still want to have some cheesecake, still want to, take your spouse or your family out for a nice, dinner date and not have to worry about, putting on body fat, trust me, this video is going to help you out so much. And before we dive in, let me just say this. I have been helping thousands of individuals since 2017 inside of our online fitness and nutrition coaching program called Heartletics. And this is where we always focus on teaching somebody and coaching somebody what works best for their body type, their busy schedule, and their lifestyle. So that way they actually learn, how to lose fat, how to build muscle, how to have more energy, how to have more confidence, but most importantly, maintain their success long term. I'm sure you heard the phrase, you can either give a man a fish and feed him for a day, or you can teach a man how to fish and feed him for the rest of his life. That's exactly how our coaching program is. It's kind of like, going back to driver's ed school, where somebody had to teach you how to drive a car, but as soon as you got your license, you have all that knowledge, you don't need that driver's ed instructor anymore. It's the same thing, except for this time, it's actually with your health. And if you guys want access to a free training guide that goes over what you should be doing for your body type to lose fat and build muscle, if you're watching this on YouTube right now, just click on the link down below. And the very first link, there is a completely free step-by-step plan just for you. All right. So one of the things that I focus on, as well as the majority of our coaching clients, is called a protein sparing strategy. Okay. And it doesn't have to be confusing. It doesn't have to be complicated by any means. Okay. It has everything to do with avoiding the carbs, avoiding the fats as best as possible. Obviously, you're going to get some carbohydrates, you're going to get some fats in there, but you try your best to stay away from them, right? Because that way you're only focusing on protein. And I'm going to give you guys some analogies here on how to actually do that and some foods, right, that you should be consuming to actually make it easier for you. So there's going to be a lot of value inside this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you do, because I'm constantly pumping out new videos just to help you guys out with the right fitness, nutrition, and mindset tips for success on your health and fitness journey. Okay. So the protein sparing strategy is, once again, you're trying your best to avoid the carbs, avoid the fats. That way your calories are nice and low, right? And you're loading up on the protein. Now, before we go more into this, let me just say this, okay? This is not intermittent fasting. There's nothing wrong with intermittent fasting by any means. I'm just not the biggest fan of it. And it's simply because 9 out of 10 guys that sign up for our coaching program at Heartletics, they have a slow metabolism. And the reason why they have a slow metabolism is they have this horrible relationship with food, where they think it's good foods versus bad foods, the all in versus all out mentality, the, hey, finish everything on your plate mentality. And guess what? I used to be just like that as well before I got certified in nutrition. And once I got my certifications with health and fitness and nutrition, it was like everything just changed for me, because I understood, once again, proper knowledge and proper science on how it all works. So a lot of guys, right? If you want to go ahead and try intermittent fasting, that could work for you, but it doesn't necessarily work the best for at least the guys, which are busy dads, career-driven, business owners and entrepreneurs that, they're over the age of 40. And it doesn't work the best for them simply because of this, okay? If let's just say you had two different individuals, and let's just say this individual was sticking with a 2,000 calorie diet, okay? And they decide to do intermittent fasting. Okay, that's great. And let's just say it's Thanksgiving, or let's just say they're taking out their family out and they're going to go get sushi, whatever it is. And they're not going to eat anything until they go out to that dinner, that restaurant, or have that family celebration for that holiday. Okay, so they have 2,000 calories to play with, right? Which is obviously a lot more than doing a protein sparing strategy, which I'll talk about next. But as far as those 2,000 calories goes, how often, right, do you not eat, right, if you ever did fasting, and then it comes time to sit down and have that meal or go out with your family or anything like that? your eyes are bigger than your stomach, right? You're starving, you're salivating, and it's just like you want that food. But here's the thing. You don't want the protein, right? You want everything in sight, right? Like, I don't know so many guys that they're like, okay, hey, I'm just going to go out to eat and only eat protein. Or, hey, it's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving, and, I just saved all this excess calories. I'm only going to have protein and, some vegetables or something like that. It doesn't happen at all, right? Especially when you've been starving and not eating anything at all. Your eyes are bigger than your stomach. You're going to splurge on everything. So what typically happens is you're going to go way over your calories, right? Which I'll explain here in a second. Why, once again, the protein sparing strategy is way more beneficial for you in the long run. But on top of that, you're way under on your protein, right? Like it's that simple. If let's say you weigh 200 pounds and you have this 200 calorie, goal that you're trying to hit, and you're trying your best to have at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight, which I recommend, and you once again have been fasting all day long, you go out to eat or you have this family holiday get together, you're not going to hit that goal. You think realistically, like if you skip breakfast, if you skip lunch, you're going to have 200 grams of protein through dinner and dessert? No, it does not work that way, right? So all the fasting gurus out there that constantly leave all negative comments on my YouTube channel, listen, you guys don't understand. I'm all about the flexibility. I'm all about sustainability. Right? Like there's nothing wrong with fasting by any means, but I look at everything from a health and fitness perspective, from a lifestyle based. That's why I don't coach bodybuilders and physique competitors. I coach dads, right? Busy parents that want to learn how to lose fat without cutting out their favorite foods, without sacrificing themselves and being in the gym every single day like a gym rat and working out 2 hours a day, and without, eating differently from their family at dinner time. Like, we're not about that, right? Like I'm coaching just real dads, real parents, real career-driven individuals that they're busy, right? They want to make it simple. And that's why they sign up for our coaching program, because we take out all the guesswork. We give them personalized workouts, personalized nutrition plans, hold them accountable to success, having our weekly check-ins with them, our community, our support, everything like that. I mean, these guys and girls, like, they ever need our assistance, if let's say they're ever traveling or anything like that, they need workout adjustments, send us a message, right, on the app. We'll change it up before them ASAP. If let's say they're ever going out to eat at a restaurant and they, don't have to worry about the guesswork, they can literally just send us over wherever they're going a message. We'll scan over the menu. We'll take out all the guesswork. We'll tell them exactly what they should be eating. That way it helps them hit their macros, right? That is the point of our coaching program, is the support, the accountability, the guidance, okay? So hopefully you can see by now why the fasting strategy doesn't really work, right? Now, let's switch things up and let's focus on a protein sparing strategy, my protocol, okay? And what our coaching clients use to stay lean all year round without cutting out their favorite foods. It's not hard to follow by any means, okay? You are focusing on just having lean protein options. Those options are going to be stuff just like this: chicken breast, egg whites, steak, fish, let's see here, protein powder, Greek yogurt, right? That's about it. Maybe some low-fat cottage cheese, right? Like, it's not sexy, right? It's not like this huge menu and all these different things to be consuming. No, these are your leanest options when it comes to protein, okay? Very little fats, very little carbohydrates, a bunch of protein. That's it. So how might that look for you? Well, let's say in the very beginning, you start off your day with some protein coffee, right? So maybe you have a scoop of protein powder inside your coffee, right? Tastes really good. That's how I like to start my day. Kickstart your metabolism. Boom, you instantly got 20 grams of protein right there. Maybe fast forward, right, for a quick little snack before lunch, you have, let's just say, some Greek yogurt. And maybe if you want to even double up on that protein, right, add a scoop of protein powder into your Greek yogurt, mix it up, down the hatch, okay? Maybe for lunch, you're having, chicken breast or steak or fish or anything like that. Or, maybe for breakfast, if you don't want the protein powders, maybe just have some egg whites. Just go to the store, buy liquid egg whites, all right? It is just the same thing, except for no yolks, which is all fat. Not saying that it's bad, not saying that you can't have it. I'm just saying these are strategies, right, to help you navigate through the holidays and if you're ever dining out, okay? So I'm not saying live off doing a protein sparing strategy every single day. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying for this particular day, keep the fats, keep the carbs to a bare minimum. Now, let's just say going back to the fasting, hey, that guy had a 2,000 calorie, diet to be consuming. And let's just say over here, this individual has a protein sparing strategy, right? And they also have 2,000 calories, okay? Once again, 2,000 calories over here with fasting, they have all that right to play, but it's very hard to hit that protein goal. Now over here, protein sparing strategy, maybe you've already consumed, 500, 600, 700, 800 calories, right? With your breakfast, your lunch, snacks, anything like that before your holiday dinner, before you go out to eat with the family. That's okay, right? Because it's all protein, which means if their goal is also 200 grams of protein, odds are they're probably way above, let's just say 100 grams of protein or 150 grams of protein if they did things right. So yeah, they're not going to have all the excess calories, but guess what? When you actually go out to eat, or it's the holiday dinner right there, you actually have food in your stomach. So your eyes are not bigger than your stomach, right? For starters. And at the same time, you know how much easier it is to hit your protein goal, even if you go over on your calories, right? Like let's say you once again, you're 4,000 calories in the hole, right? 2,000 calories over your goal. That's okay, right? You crushed your protein goal. You're able to hit it, right? And honestly, that's what's most important, because when you're able to speed up your metabolism and get it really, really fast, just like how it was when maybe you were in your 20s, you obviously know that you can eat a bunch of stuff without storing the body fat. So once again, I really hope that you take in consideration this strategy, because I do it every single time I'm going out to eat with my family. I do it every single time for the holidays, whenever I'm, let's just say traveling, which I do often, and I don't have control over where I'm going or what I'm doing or anything like that. I can always focus on what I'm putting in my body. And I stick with the protein sparing strategy. It works. It works. Trust me. It works for me, works for my coaching clients, and it's very easy to use. And all you got to do is, once again, focus on keeping the carbs, focus on keeping the fats very low, and just eat nothing but lean protein options until it's, that restaurant, or until it's that holiday. That's it, guys. But this is just one strategy. If you want more tips, if you want more tricks and more just guidance when it comes to losing fat and building muscle without living in the gym every single day, without avoiding alcohol, without, dieting or eating differently from your family at dinner. Once again, if you're watching this on YouTube, all you got to do is just click on the link down below, and I put together a free training guide just for you to help you out. And as always, once again, this has been Joe Callari with Heartletics.com. And if you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it if you did. Guys, I'll talk to you in the next episode. Peace out, Girl Scouts.